Hey, Dave Friedman here with the Dave Friedman team. Thank you so much for coming back to our video blog. A lot of buyers and sellers have been asking me if I could explain what an escrow account is because they've heard it used in many different applications. And so an escrow account is essentially a holding tank for money that's held by a third party. And so it's used in several different capacities. I'll go through just two examples to give you a better idea of how it can be used. One example is when you make an earnest money deposit on a home purchase, and that earnest money is actually held by, usually in South Carolina, by an attorney or a title company. Sometimes it's also held by the real estate broker if the real estate broker allows that. And that money is held in escrow and not released until the terms of the contract are complete. And that even if the contract releases and the terms of the contract say that the money is to be released to the buyer, then that's what the escrow officer has to do. Or if it says it has to be released to the seller based on the terms of the contract, again, the escrow officer has to fulfill that obligation. If the home closes successfully, then that money is produced into the actual transaction and usually goes towards the proceeds of the transaction. So that way it's not held by the buyer or seller. It's a totally neutral third party that's just following the terms of the contract. Another example of how it's held is your mortgage is more than likely escrowing your taxes and also your insurance. And so what they do in your monthly payment, they take a small piece of that monthly payment and put it into your escrow account. And so that escrow account, the goal for them is to build that account up until it has enough money to satisfy your tax bill at the end of the year and your insurance whenever it comes due. So if for whatever reason your payment changes, it's likely because your loan officer miscalculated the estimated taxes due and also insurance due. So in that case, they could actually start requesting more money, or if they're taking too much money and there's too much money that's building in that account, you could actually adjust it down as well. So that's another capacity that an escrow account is used, and it actually just gives some protection for the bank to make sure that you're paying your insurance and also your taxes. And so yeah, that's how two examples at least on how an escrow account can be used. It can be used in many different capacities as well. And so if you have any more questions about that, if you've had any issues with it, I can certainly help you in that. So thanks again for coming back to our video blog, and I hope you have a great day.